Where on earth is all this altcoin performance coming from? The altcoins are outperforming in the last days, but why? There aren't a lot of new people entering this space, and usually altcoins outperform only when there is peak hype. When Bitcoin has already risen very close to all-time highs, that's when people look for the next Bitcoin. That's when people get risk on. That's when people buy the altcoins much more than Bitcoin. Now, I've got a theory around this. Friends that usually have nothing to do with crypto just recently asked me, how can I invest in Bitcoin? And it appears as if the people that are currently already in the space, they are anticipating that people could then rotate into altcoins after a while. Now that's one theory. The other theory I have is simply technical analysis. The chart that you see over here is something that you usually don't see a lot of YouTubers talking about. This is the altcoin dominance. Now you might have heard of the Bitcoin dominance, as in how much of all of crypto is currently just Bitcoin. That's this chart over here, and this did go up in the last weeks quite a bit in anticipation of the Bitcoin spot ETF approval. It hasn't been approved just yet, but a lot of people are expecting that an approval is just imminent. Now this chart, on the other hand, is how much of all of crypto is everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we take away Bitcoin and Ethereum, we look at everything else, and we look at how much of the entire crypto space, percentage-wise, is in that rest. So when this chart here is high, it means that a lot of capital is in the altcoins. When this chart is low, it means a lot of capital is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this starts in July of 2017. We can see two massive altcoin rallies here. And this rally, for example, started in January of 2021, where the altcoins outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum by 160%. That was within 5 months, starting in January of 2021. So on the Bitcoin price chart, that was over here. So Bitcoin already went all the way to 40K from the 3K roughly at the bottom in the bear market of 2018. It went up by more than 10x. People looked for the next Bitcoin. That's when all the people went into altcoins. So it was peak hype. It was very close to where Bitcoin had already peaked. This is when you had to rotate into altcoins. Now currently Bitcoin is not 10x from its low. We had seen quite a significant bear market again, 76%, but we are nowhere near 10x that bottom. We are nowhere near 165K, where then the altcoin rotation would be happening. On this altcoin dominance chart, we see a very nice support. This rally here happened due to the XRP ruling, when XRP won in court against the SEC. That momentum in the altcoins carried us for a while. Then came the speculation around the Bitcoin ETF approval. So the altcoin dominance went down, and it went down to a level similar to June of this year. So maybe, just maybe, we're establishing again a sideways trading range similar to what we had seen in the last 2 years. And maybe, right, nobody knows, we are all speculating, maybe that range will be somewhere around here. If not a lot of new capital enters the space, this I think is the most likely scenario. A simple continuation of a sideways trading range on a slightly lower level. Now the other scenario would be that really the people that just recently contacted me to buy Bitcoin are getting hungry for altcoins as well. I don't see that yet coming, but the best is probably to simply just monitor this chart very closely. Now there is another very interesting change in dynamics. That change in dynamics has something to do with the stablecoin market. It's very interesting. For stable coins, there has to be a one-to-one backing somewhere in a bank account, at least theoretically, right? USDC is regularly audited. Tether is a bit more shady. We don't really know if there's 100% backing for USDT. We do know there's 100% backing for BUSD. So we can look at all of these stablecoins, and the idea is that the market cap of the stablecoins should go up as there is more altcoin speculation. Because different to Bitcoin, right, where people just buy and hold, they dollar cost average in altcoins there's much more speculating happening. So in altcoins you want to just ride those pumps very often. You don't necessarily just buy and hold it for 10 years because most altcoins over the long term underperform. So you want to get those rallies, and then you want to exit again, maybe move to stable coins. Then you want to look for the next opportunity and then get the next altcoin. So in general, if altcoin speculation goes goes up, the stablecoin market cap as a tendency should also go up because there's more requirement for getting in and out of the market due to that speculation. And that stablecoin market cap was growing very nicely for a very long time until it didn't. Look at this vertical line here. This is when the stablecoin market stopped growing, starting in March of 2022, but then really collapsing in May of 2022. It went down in the end by 28%. Now, why did the stablecoin market cap collapse? It was because of Terra Luna. There was the Anchor protocol, which was advertised as better savings. You got 20% on the UST stablecoin that was connected to the Luna token. That whole pack broke down. UST wasn't worth $1 anymore. And so people rather took their money out of stablecoins. You didn't just want to get return on your stablecoins because you never knew how long will that stablecoin really be stable. And the crypto market in general shrunk, and especially the stablecoin market shrunk. And here's the change in momentum, here's the change in dynamics I'm talking about. This shrinkage of the stablecoin market seems to have stopped. It seems to have stopped since September of this year, end of September of the year. One might argue that maybe it already stopped in August, middle of August, right? If this is simply just sideways trading action. That's very different to what we have seen in the days prior. A very constant bleed. Now that has stopped. So we don't necessarily see major inflows into crypto, but we do see that the massive outflows are stopping to a degree, at least for now. Look at how the altcoin dominance went down also by roughly 30%, similar to the stablecoin market cap. If now the stablecoin market cap can even grow, there's more speculation around altcoins, maybe this long-term bleed can stop. It's an interesting thought because it's a very different way how usually these altcoin rotations happen, right? Usually an altcoin rotation only happens when Bitcoin gets very, very close to the all-time high, hits new and new all-time highs all the time. That's then when Bitcoin has already seen all the potential and people are looking for the next best thing. What now seems to be happening is that people simply just lever up their current positions. They simply just borrow against their collateral. They create more stable coins. Maybe they deposit their Ethereum, they mint DAI against this, buy more altcoins with this, and simply just get more delta exposure, get more risk to the market. There's no net inflow, but we can already see the altcoins outperforming. Let's see how long this lasts. I'll keep a very close eye to that altcoin dominance chart and I'll keep you updated. But of course, in order to get those updates, you have to be subscribed as well. A like would be appreciated as well, by the way. Feel free to also join us on Telegram. Link is down below.